For many in Britain, knowledge of the mixed-race population has been confined to the late 20th century, particularly the last half dozen years since the 2001 census, when mixed categories were introduced for the first time. In the interwar and earlier years, much of this occurred in port cities and arose through the presence of African and Southeast Asian origin seamen visiting these cities.
My name is Bradley Lincoln. I'm the project manager of the Multiple Heritage Project in Manchester. I set the project up in March 2007, and basically it's to raise the profile of issues related to people from mixed and multiple backgrounds.
I went on the Multiple Heritage Project just to get my views across and listen to other people's viewpoints and what they thought on the matter, and just to see what other people were thinking.
What would you prefer to be? What term would you prefer to use or be used to describe you?
Mixed races.
Is that how all the group feel? They feel comfortable with mixed race? So what about if someone calls you half-caste?
No, it makes it sort of gives you the connotation of being half a person instead of a full person.
And also the word caste is not a pleasant word because it implies levels.
So in school, would you say most of the time staff use appropriate or inappropriate language, or they just need to know which is appropriate and inappropriate?
They try to be touchy around it. They say something, then try to take it back and say dual heritage or something like that.
When growing up, I went through a number of different stages where I was either confused or I would over-identify with one side of my parent heritage.
Different. Who decides what different is like? Are we sure of wrong and right? To be different is a strange thing if you really know what different is like. But who decides what different is like? What's different? Brown, black or white? For you to know I'm different, you must be different too. So who's different difficult? Is it me or is it you?
I'm Zoe. I was brought up in Stretford by my mum, a single parent, and then she married my stepdaddy in 2002, who's brought me up as my black dad, who's from Jamaica. So I know my black family and my white family from England.
With recent projections indicating that the mixed population is the fastest growing ethnic group and likely to be the largest group by 2020, addressing the invisible history of mixed race Britain is as timely as it is relevant.
Within most mainstream schools, people of mixed race backgrounds are absent within the curriculum. They're also absent on wall displays, and they're also invisible within or absent within discussions around mixed identity and vocabulary.
A fresh focus on mixed identity has been increasingly identified as an importance in both culturally focused school curricula and the way we construct our identities and citizenship.
It's good to know that someone else is going to listen and take it on board and try and use what we've said to make it better.
Such work is not only crucial in helping to understand and challenge many of the long-standing, unfounded assumptions and myths about people designated as being of mixed race, but also in providing a more realistic and rounded acknowledgement and recognition of their presence and experiences in British society.
I used to think, where do I fit in? But now I know that I just need to be me.